Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Yay, it's Friday. I love it. I love it. Frito, you waiting to come in here? Well, come in, baby. Come on. I put a chair in the way. Frito's here. This is our little rescue, Frito. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Hold on. Let me do my Can I do my intro? Would that be okay? Can I do the intro? Hey, everybody. Hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room, a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat. Here you go, where you follow me along on my journey, and I hope I can inspire you to put something under the needle. We've got a whole weekend to do that, right? Do you want a Dave biscuit? Dave sent you some biscuits? Yeah, do you want a Dave biscuit? There you go, sweetie. Good girl. Okay. What? Don't chew with your mouth open. You tell them and tell them. Hi, everybody. How are you? It's so great to see everybody in the chat. Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful day we're going to have. Well, good morning to all of you, too. Okay. We are going to do a giveaway today. And where is it? Well, when Daddy comes in, I'll have him grab it. We're going to give away a Starberry Jolly Bar, courtesy of the Fat Quarter Shop. I want to thank Kim Jolly and the whole team at the Fat Quarter Shop for sponsoring this giveaway. U.S. shipping only, please. I'm paying to ship it. But yes, you've got it. You folks that have been here a while, it's hashtag Power Tools. It looks like a little pound sign up above the 3 on a traditional keyboard. And all one word, no caps, Power Tools. Okay, which is short for Power Tools with Thread. Don't put that whole thing in there. We're shortening it up. It's great to see everybody. Oh my goodness. Yesterday was a day of finishes and I'm just tickled to death. So I finished the binding. I was sewing that with y'all yesterday. If you didn't catch yesterday's video, I showed my binding technique. I start with my groovy long arm binding ruler. Where did it go? I was showing it. So I thought, what happens is, when you're working on a quilt around your sewing machine and you're pushing things around and stuff just kind of gets shoved everywhere. That's what happened. And, but it turned out beautiful. I'm just really pleased. So you can see the corners are nice and pretty with my 1/4 inch seam on there and pretty miters. Everything worked out just beautiful. I bind by machine. I'm allergic to hand sewing needles. So you can see these come out just gorgeous. Very, very pretty. So let me show you the whole quilt. I'll back you up a little bit. This is the Candyland quilt from Villa Rosa Designs. This quilt is directional, so I want to make sure I get it right. And the pattern is called, or the fabric is called Land of Enchantment from Moda. Okay, here we go. So those of you that have been watching for a while, you saw me put the whole thing together. Just beautiful, bright, fun, beautiful colors. Looks like those tiles that they have in New Mexico. Land of Enchantment is the state motto for New Mexico. And it's full of New Mexico stuff. So it's just the hummingbirds and the Zuni suns and all of that. And the back of it, I wish I could get back further, but I have a chair and a wall behind me. 2 chairs and a wall and a dog. And the back of it is that beautiful blue focused fabric in the line. Just gorgeous. Turned out so pretty. I love this. This is the prettiest fabric ever I think I've ever seen. Just absolutely love it. The quilting design is called Tuscan Sun from Urban Elements. It's Elements with a Z. But I am very, very happy with it. So I'm glad to have it done. It is a gift for my son's in-laws. They are all about everything in New Mexico. Lived there for years and years. His father-in-law even has that sun tattooed on his arm. So a lover of all things New Mexico. This fabric came with a panel too. So check that out. So you can see panel. See that? Those are from the panel that were in there. Just gorgeous. Well, my husband is here. So I said yesterday was a day of finishes. So my husband finished. Let me see if I can get this around where you can kind of see it.
Get this out of the way. We don't want
Move it.
people
Oh, I
to
need the quilt that's on there.
I don't care.
Okay, I need the quilt that's on there. Hold on. I can't swing the camera around the side of this.
Well, that's okay.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Let me see what I can do. Get you up. Let me see if I can get you guys up and around. There we go.
Oh, there I am.
There you are. He finished Skulliver. Can you pull it down and hold it up?
Oh, I can do anything.
You can do that. And if you'll back up in the room, then you can show the whole thing. I think I can. I don't know. Yeah.
Like that. Pinned on the floor.
Okay. I got a little robot for that. Oh. So this is a legit kit. Get that pin out of your mouth. You're going to send my viewers into tizzies. See, you should have left that where it was. Okay. So this is called Skulliver. It is a paper pieced pattern. Hold on. Let me crank you up just a minute. Back up, back up, back up, back up.
Your dog back there.
Well, back up, move the dog. Yeah, we got it together. Look at that, you guys. Isn't that crazy? Would you get that pin out of your mouth? So, yeah, that is just crazy. So that particular quilt, that's a top. That's just the quilt top. Is a gift for his daughter. So that's pretty cool. She's into that kind of stuff. So that's cool. But I want you to come over here and have a seat and chit chat with us. And before you do, just hang that over the table there. The first cubby right underneath, the first cubby.
Oh, you just want me to be your neighbor.
Yeah, there's a Jolly Bar in there.
Jolly Bar.
No, not that one. Yeah, that one. It's the black fabric package down. It's sitting right. Yes. Would you hand that to me? There it is. Yeah. Goofy. Come over here and have a seat.
Oh, I get to sit down?
Yeah, you get to sit down today. Okay, you guys, this is our giveaway today. This is a Jolly Bar 5 by 10 inch rectangle of the Starberry line from Corey Yoder for Moda. And I want to thank the Fat Quarter Shop for sharing this with me to give to you. So, all right, Keith. So let's hear about your trip with Skulliver.
Well, again, those of you that know me,
You don't have to yell.
I know.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
See, this is my third one, but I really want to see if I can get more people interested in it. Y'all make beautiful quilts. But this is just straight line stitching. It's a lot of fun. Mike says it's addicting. Mike owns a company out of Oklahoma.
Yeah, Mike Odell. Yeah.
And, they've grown from a company that was just a few people to 17 last time we checked. They'll probably be at the Houston Quilt Festival.
Mm-hmm.
He supports us, and I just love doing them, And the thing is, you all get the perfect points and everything, and that's great for your quilts. That's what y'all do.
Traditional piecing.
Traditional
piecing. That's our goal.
And I try to tell people on these, they are a piece of art when you get them done. They're not every point's going to be perfect, but as you can see, once you get them full, you can't tell what it is until you walk away from it.
Yeah, that was amazing yesterday. So he hung it up on the wall, and you're so close to it as you're pinning it. You stand back, and you're back like 5 or 10 feet, and you say, "Whoa, look at that! It's awesome."
But it's just, I love them. I still got to do the buck. I've had the buck for 3-4 years now. 2
or 3 years. Well, and the buck, we're talking about donating it to next year's FFA benefit, because that's something that would go well. We live in an area with a lot of hunting, and I think that would look amazing on a cabin wall or Or on a bed on a lodge. Yeah, that would look good. So.
But that's it. I enjoy doing them. The good thing is you can lay it aside and come back and do it. This one took me quite a while because Becky keeps me so busy doing everything else.
And you got a knee replacement.
Well, that didn't really count. I can't use that excuse.
Let me see here. So Tiffany wants to know, what sewing machine do you use? The BQ 900. BQ 900. Yes, the BQ 900. So it's a brother. It has a larger quilting table, but it's got the automatic thread cutter, and you don't use the knee lift, but it has one. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's kind of it on that one. Needle up, down, of course. Yeah. So it's a good machine. He's had that for a couple of years.
And relatively inexpensive machine. We bought it I bought it with Becky's coupon.
I got a coupon at the All Brands booth several years ago, and Keith confiscated it and took it and put it toward his machine.
That's because she wouldn't do the eagle for me.
That's right. His the first big one he ever did was Autumn the Fox, and that's a fairly easy one. And then it has like dots on the front of the package to tell you how difficult they are. And then you did the eagle, and we got that one done. And the eagle, actually, if Betty Boop's in here, she did the straight line quilting on that, custom quilting on that. Yeah, last year. And then he finished Skulliver. This is just the top. And he wants to do the panto on it. He wants to put it on the long arm, but you can't put it on the long arm and leave it.
No,
I got work to do.
I'll have it done mushy mushy.
Yeah, mushy mushy. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna hunt down
You need to get some sun. You're awful.
I know, I'm pale. I know. Yeah. I also don't have skin cancer like you. Oh. Yeah. But anyway, the plan is to just do a straight line. Not a straight line, a pantograph of it. I'm going to find something with some skulls or something. Not Halloween-y, but kind of edgy kind of thing.
I can't read them. They're so fast.
They are fast. I know. It's hard to keep up. Absolutely. So that'll be pretty cool to be able to get that done. And then I'm going to teach him how to bind so he can do it himself.
Okay. They ask, when did I start quilting? When I was in the Air Force, I started upholstery, because I could take the classes when I was in between flying and everything else. So I did upholstery, used that money to pay for college, and I have an upholstery machine all my life. And so I knew how to sew. I like straight lines. I'm not into this fancy stuff. And I did buy a 10 needle one time, and somebody took it away from me.
7 needle, MB7.
I bought the 6 needle.
7. MB7. See?
And then I bought a 10 needle, and somebody took it from me.
That wasn't yours. It was mine. Spanky. He's talking about Spanky.
So I do my own embroidery because my wife won't do it for me.
No.
She's very mean.
I am. Yeah. Well, your embroidery jobs get in the way of my schedule.
Well, you volunteered me to do something like that. So.
He embroidered a bunch of shirts for a restaurant bar down in Port O'Connor for the business owner. So you did 25 of them? That was nice.
Did.
Yeah. And Louiba is the one who digitized the design for him. She's up in British Columbia. So, but
did you say hi to that lady you were supposed to say hi to?
I wrote it.
You lost everything today.
Don't have everything. Let me see. That's not it. No, I think the paper's over either on my desk or it's
that's the
on
only
table.
reason she wanted me to come in here to get all her stuff.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to be late. Yeah. But Keith likes to paper piece. That's true. See, that's the thing. I don't like to paper piece. It's either on my cutting table or it's on my desk somewhere. So Bernadette says, Keith, you rock. So we do share a hobby together. We enjoy it. And it's fun. When we go to the Houston Quilt Festival and market,
you never know what I'll come back with.
Yeah, I never know what he's going to come back with. I'll be standing around talking to somebody and he rolls in carrying bags of stuff. And
I don't know where
you don't know where I put, let me see. Oh, I have it right here. See, I was prepared.
Okay, well, I'm going to go out and get the fresh air.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
You gonna say bye?
We'll see y'all.
Up.
We'll see y'all on the next round.
All right. Thanks, babe. Later. Yeah. So, all right, you guys. Yeah. Once again, so I'm giving away a Starberry Jolly Bar. This is 5 by 10 inch rectangles. And the cool thing about Jolly Bars, I've got them linked below in the video to the Fat Quarter Shop. Cool thing about these is they all come with a pattern. So all you've got to do is get some background fabric and you've got a pattern to make yourself a nice little quilt. So these quilts behind me, they weren't made with Jolly Bar. They were made with yardage, but that is dearly loved, and you can't see it, woolly wall hanging over there. And those are also from the Starberry line. Let me zoom you in so you can see how pretty that fabric is. This is by Corey Yoder for Moda. Just gorgeous. Super, super cute. I love it. And they are getting ready to go on the long arm as well. So lots of finishes. So those two tops finished this month, right? And Land of Enchantment with Candyland is finished. I've got a lot of the Me Time collectible Christmas wedges. My granddaughter, did you miss the Frito visit? Yes, Peggy, I'm sorry. That was first thing. She's conditioned now that when I start talking and to you guys, she's like right here. So my granddaughter has started quilting. One of you asked me yesterday if she's made anything else, and she has. I sent her a Brother NQ3550W, which is the identical, it's a combo, sewing and embroidery combo. And I sent that to her. It's identical to my NQ3700D, except it doesn't have the Disney. And it's therefore much less expensive than the 3700D. They didn't have the 3550W when I purchased this. And I bought this as my travel machine, travel embroidery. So I bought that for her. And when I traveled up there last month, we did some embroidery together and she fell in love with it. But she has a couple of ladies up there in the church that sew and quilt. And so she is hanging out with them. And my son sent me a picture of her quilt that she made up there. And I'm very proud of her. I'm not going to show you because I wanted her here this morning, but she has writing lessons this morning. So couldn't get up early. And so she's going to, maybe Monday. I think we'll have her here on Monday. So, all right. So if you want to get yourself eligible, U.S. shipping only, please, for the Jolly Bar, then it's hashtag Power Tools, which is the # Power Tools, all one word, all squished together, not Power Tools with thread, and don't put spaces. Okay. You were out feeding the squirrels. Aw. I'm sorry. Well, if she comes back in, she's outside with Daddy now. If she comes back in, I'll bring her over and give her another one so you guys can see her again. Let me move. This chair actually goes right in front of this other machine. Hold on a second. I'm going to put this back. And I have cords that are the bane of my existence, causing me grief. So I wanted to show you guys another quilt top that I finished. This has probably been done, a year or so, more maybe. This pattern is also a Villa Rosa Designs. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a bunch of ladybugs, okay? Just gorgeous. The line is that one by Maureen McCormick, okay? Remember that from the Brady Bunch? She is a fabric designer nowadays. Okay, so I've got all these ladybugs. We need a second Frito visit, dear.
She's right here.
She's right here. Okay.
Did you tell them about colleagues?
Yes, I did. I didn't show it to him because we're going to show Monday. She's got to come around, have her come around that way.
Frito.
There we go. Got to come this way, Frito. All right, you guys. This is her second visit. She's getting two because it's Friday. Here you go, baby. Yeah, the girl. Yeah. I don't want her thinking every time she comes over, she gets one. That's my Frito visit. Such a good girl. All right. Thank you. Good girl. What are you doing? Yes, Mama loves you very much. You're such a good baby. Oh. Good girl. Frito Friday. Bernadette. She is a good dog. We got her from the Wilson County no-kill shelter in my county where I live. A year and a half. March this year was a year we've had her. Okay. Yeah. Blooming something. Yeah, Carl, something like that. Anyway. So I got this thing done. And to me, it just needed something. Well, Lori Holt had a pattern out a couple years ago, and it had a beautiful butterfly. The block was just a butterfly. It had simple shapes. Okay. And that butterfly, and in her pattern, she had the, let's see, I want to see something. Carol, you need to put power tools as all one word. You've got hashtag power space tools. That won't work. It's got to be all one word. Okay. And you guys can only, you only need to enter once. The computer in StreamYard ignores multiple entries. Okay. So just word, you don't need to just do that once. So yeah, I know there's a Farm Girl quilt book, Michelle. I know I've got it. And it might be in there, that butterfly one too, but she did a separate one. It had the Scotty dog and it had the butterfly and it had a little teapot, the individual blocks. I can't remember the name of it. I was working on it a year ago. Anyway, the butterfly on her pattern, she had these antennae that you were supposed to hand stitch. And you know, I'm not doing that. So I scanned those antennae into the Luminaire. And the idea is to then take those antennae and stitch them in black on here. So I'll have antenna coming off of each one of these little black, they're little heads. What do you think of that? That look cute? I think that'll look nice. I just wanted to give it something. I also thought about doing little tiny black spots on the wings, little black dots on the wings, but I think that would be too much. I don't know. Plus, that's a lot of work, and I don't think I feel like doing that. What do you guys think? So, yeah, Patty says it'll be cute. Okay, Patty, I'm doing it then. I just like the idea of the antenna coming off the head. I think it's just going to give it that extra little pop and all of that. So we will do that together next week some. And I'm trying to determine if I'm going to use, what kind of stabilizer I'm going to use. I'm not sure that I want, I mean, obviously I could do no show mesh, but I need 25 pieces of it for 25. That's a lot of mesh. I could use some tearaway. So you did periods for dots. Okay. That's something that could work, but that's a lot of work too. So anyway, yeah. Flower Power, whatever this was. I can't remember. But again, this is a Villa Rosa Designs. I thought that was pretty. I'm going to send that to my granddaughter. Anyway, so very, very cool. So this was, I found it hanging in a closet a couple of weeks ago. And I said, what's that? And pulled it down and said, oh yeah, I was supposed to put antenna. What did I do with those? You guys know how that is, right? Let me turn on my light back here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yesterday I shot the video for the gingerbread man, and I want you guys to see. This is for Merry Christmas. That third one is up there blank just to be a placeholder. So I knew how far over to put the other, hang up that quilt. But I want to show you. So this is Snap Applique. All right. Scanned in the pattern. This is from Amy Bradley Designs. Merry Christmas. I scanned in the pattern into the scan and cut. And then I uploaded those pattern piece shapes into, how big is he, Debbie? That block is 11 and a half. Okay. And I want to tell you guys, are you ready? I did this in the 6x10, and I showed how to do it in the 6x10 because a lot of you have only have a 6x10 hoop. And I want to tell you how I did it. So this fits in, this stretch right here fits in the 6x10 hoop. So the first hooping was the body with the face, everything in the face, the bow tie and the icing. I took it out. And the second hooping was the hat, the brim, the pom-pom, and the star. So 2 hoopings, okay, 1 block. And you don't have to have a ginormous hoop to be able to do these. I wouldn't do it in a 5x7 because if you're going to do it in a 5x7, you're going to have to resize the block. But that is full true to size right there. And Brilliance will tell you, your embroidery software will tell you if it's going to fit or not. And it fit. So I was very, very pleased with that it worked out. But I wanted to, oh, you got to go now, Vicki. Okay. Have a great day, sweetie. If you put in a hashtag power tools, be sure to look back at the end of the video when you get back to see if you won. Okay. Did I have to get special permission to do videos on the Merry Christmas? Yes, Tina, I did. And I do have permission from Amy Bradley Designs. Absolutely. All of the things that I do where I'm showing videos on how to make these things, I do get permission from the trademark or copyright owner always. So when I show you how to make the On Wander Lane blocks, I have an email from Nancy Halverson herself telling me that that is perfectly fine. So yeah. So what I want you to do, if you guys have got an embroidery machine, okay, and it's only a 6x10, I want you to stretch your embroidery muscles and do that, because you certainly can. Now, same thing with this guy right up here, okay, in the 6x10. I'm not, yeah, you should be able to make the hair. And it might take more than 2 hoopings, but you know, the coat, the collar, the button is 1. Okay. And this, I'm not sure if that'll fit across in a 6 or not. You might have to stitch the hair with a domestic. So that's the thing. You should be able to get most of it done. Okay. Well, Camilla, I am going to edit that video tonight or this weekend, and it'll be out Monday on how to stitch that gingerbread man with, I multi-hooped with a 6x10. That was the size hoop that I had. Let me get that hoop and I'll show you guys. Now I use the dime magnetic hoop, but the stitching field size is still the same. All right. So here, and get you guys in here so you can see. Okay. All right. So this is hooping number 1. All right. That's the 6x10. There's hooping number 1. There's hooping number 2. So it was the body, the bow tie, and the icing, and all the elements of the face. And there's hooping number 2. So hooping number 1 would be coat. Well, you have to put this down first. It will fit, you guys. So there's hooping number 1. Okay. And there's hooping number 2. And it's not a split hooping. That's it. There's a difference between split hooping and multi-hooping. Split hooping would mean taking a piece and cutting it in half and doing half over here and half over here. Multi-hooping means getting the entire block in, you know, and it had stabilized, 1 piece of stabilizer, 1 background fabric. And I did this. And then when this finished, then I shifted the fabric and made the second hooping. And how you do that, if you are guys, there we go. Sorry about that. Let me come over here. These cords, I can't roll smoothly over cords, y'all. I'm going to come over here. I want to get something off this table. Here we go. What did I do with that other one? I don't know where it went. Okay. So you guys just need to be sure to print. Leave y'all looking at Oreo there for a minute, my cow. Okay. So you just need to be, you're floating your background fabric. Yes. Well, I was able to hoop it. But I'll show you in the video. Okay. So here's the penguin. I can't find the bottom half of the gingerbread man, but what I do is print these out. Okay. And so this was my second hooping, and see how I trim the paper very close to where it's going to overlap. All right. Then once I got that first hooping done, I know it's small, you can't see it. Okay. Once I got the first hooping done, then I pinned this to the first hooping, and I just pinned it into the fabric and then hooped it and put it in the machine and made sure that my needle started right on that crosshair as 0 center. All right. And then I removed the paper and let it do its thing, and it stitched down the pom-pom up top first. It's amazing, you guys. It's an amazing process. So, you know, there are camera mounts that swivel from the ceiling, and they use those in TV news studios. So I did them as 2 parts in Embrilliance. So Betsy, what you do is you build the entire block in one tab, and then you get it all together in one big block, and you figure out based on the size of all the pieces. Okay, so I knew that the body and the face and the icing and the bow tie would fit in the 6x10. So then I took all the parts of the hat, and I copied them onto another tab and centered those on the page and saved that as its own G-Man. I call him G-Man hat design. The body. So I have one that's G-Man, my gingerbread man. That's my master. And then I take the part that I'm going to sew in a separate hooping and make it its own embroidery design. And then I take the body part and make it its own embroidery design. So it's 2 separate embroidery designs that you save and you send to the embroidery machine, or you take it on a USB. And it works great. And once you wrap your head around how that happens, the world's your oyster, my friends. You'll be looking at applique quilts so differently. So let's see here. You're here for the first time? Yay, Cindy. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it. We've got a welcoming committee wandering around in the back. Everybody gives Cindy Hendrickson a hi. If you are new, there you are. ML Weber's already got it. So yeah, you know, and the point is that, yeah, I've been making quilts forever, but I love piecing quilts. So like Dearly Loved is all pieced, but I also like the ability to do those applique quilts. So I got the scan and cut. It cut out all the pieces for me. And then all the embroidery was done in the embroidery machine, right? And when I put it together, I'm going to put it together just like that, exactly like the pattern shows, the quilt pattern, and I'll put it on the long arm. I wanted to have a whole bunch of it done because let me see, I missed that. Did I do the blanket stitch in black? Yes, ma'am, I did, because that's what the pattern showed. Yeah. I don't like to think for myself. I'm not good with that. Thank you guys for welcoming her. Whenever we've got somebody new here, everyone be prepared. And, you know, you guys handle it yourselves. I may or may not give you a shout out, but if you're new here, please do. Oh, guys are flipping by fast. My goodness, my goodness. All righty. Let me see. There we go. Have I ever done snapplique process with a different kind of stitch beside the blanket stitch gifts? Yes, I have. I have one I did with a satin stitch. And if you're going to do a satin stitch, you need to be sure to back your fabrics with SF101 to prevent the puckering. I've done that. I have a little table runner with some hearts on it for Valentine's Day. And I did that in a satin stitch. Yeah. So. You learn so much sitting in the nosebleed seats, Marina. That's hilarious. Oh, no kidding. The Texas Little League won the big win at World Series. Yay, yay. That's hilarious. Yeah. We've got nosebleed seat. Okay. Did I change the cruise date? So Pam, there are 2 cruises. The cruise date is Michelle. Yeah. She's like, why reinvent the wheel? That stresses me. Picking fabrics and all that other stuff stresses me so bad. So the cruise dates, I believe, are the 24th of May through last week of May. And then there's a back-to-back. So we'll be on the back-to-back as well. I got to jump down to new comments. I can't keep up with you. How far from the bottom is the applique placed? Ida is asking. The applique is actually 1 inch from the bottom. And what I did was I drew 1 inch up on the, because the block's unfinished 10.5. Unfinished 10.5. So this is an 11.5 inch block. So I drew this bottom edge where there's no blanket stitching is going to be caught in the seam allowance. Right. So just that's the way the pattern shows it. So that's what I did. But it just, and this is the kit from Two Chicks Quilting. So I've got links below to the pattern and the kits. A lot of you are doing them. Will I be teaching the same thing on both cruises? Cindy, I don't probably. I don't know. I haven't been told what I'm doing on the second cruise. I will be teaching Snapplique on the first cruise. Okay. I will be doing that. And Jamie's doing a neat thing to, what fabric is the background? I don't know, Wanda. It's a Bella Solid, a Moda Bella Solid of some sort. It didn't say in the selvage. I don't have any idea. So when would you use heavy duty Wonder? I don't. Oh, you're welcome, Raven. You're welcome. I don't use heavy duty Wonder Under or heavy duty heat and bond or any of that. I just don't. I don't like the way it makes the quilt feel. And then sometimes you're going to get a lot of layering in pieces, like on his little star. So that star has a layer of SF101 behind it, just so it wasn't going to show red through the fabric. Okay. I always put a little bit, one layer of SF101, which is a single-sided fusible on the back of white fabrics. And then I take that unit that has been fused together and put that on the heat and bond light. And that way, and you still get, it's an applique quilt. It's the same thing, right? But he just turned out too cute. I like him. Good enough to eat. How do you pre-shrink SF101? Deborah, the instructions have it on the package. Do you remove the fabric from the paper before you cut it? Depends. If your mat is super sticky, I leave the paper on and cut it with the paper on. If the mat's not sticky, I'll do it pretty side up, paper off. I've seen it done pretty side up, paper on, but I'm afraid it would shift. So, yeah. Have I done a video using the Luminaire to do stitches on a Snapplique piece? So Krista, that's a great question. The Luminaire and the Solaris have the ability to, you can import an applique design, all right? And then you can send that design, parts and pieces of it, to the scan and cut through My Connection, which I don't do. You never see me use it. And then you can create the cut shapes from there in My Connection, all right? And then in the machine, you can just do the applique. The problem with that is you've got to, I don't use Steam a Seam. Yeah, Candace, I'm with you. That Steam a Seam and we're not friends. I used it on the pattern matching thing the other day. I had the worst time. So the problem with, if you're doing an applique in the Luminaire or the Solaris, it's great if it's one or two little pieces. But when you're doing multi-layers like this, these guys, it is tedious. You've got to do each piece individually. And if you do each piece individually, are the hidden stitches removed? I don't know. It's not like you can just, Michelle, I use which heat and bond do I use? Heat and bond light. The featherweight does not work. I can't get it to stick. So heat and bond light is all that I use. Yeah. So you can give it a try because they are designed to do that. Maybe the Avenir will be better at it, but doing it like that is hard. It's very hard. If you've got a lot of layers, it's tough. Now, if you're doing like a Judy Niemeyer quilt and you want to applique all those little leaves on the vines, okay, that'd be fantastic because that leaf is a single shape and it's not multi-layers. So Vicky says there's gingerbread muffins in the kitchen. We've got a virtual kitchen in our stitching retreat. Wander in there. The coffee smells wonderful. Everything is fat and calorie free. And hit the thumbs up button on the way in if you wouldn't mind. There's a little thing right by the door as you go in there. That helps the channel a whole lot and the algorithm. So you're in the right place. Did I get the Smart Needle pot holders? Yes, ma'am. I did. I can't wait to put them together. They're pretty cute. They're pretty cute. So sew and sale May 24th through June 1st. Thank you, Keith. Okay, there it is. Okay, Keith and I will be on both of those cruises. So 24 May through 1 June, we do military dates here, you guys. And then 1 June through 8 June. So we will be on both of those. And let me see. Okay, thank you, Keith. I appreciate that. Wendy downloaded the fall pot holders. Yeah, she came out with the fall ones and then came out with the honey ones right after that. I'm not doing the honey ones. Patty says she's headed that way. She's ready for coffee. Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to do them. I'd like to get them done this weekend. I've got so much I want to get done. I still need to do, oh gosh, we're getting ready. We're the end of the second week of August, and I want to do the September On Wander Lane mini quilt. And I have got the Kimberbell mini quilt as well for September that needs to get done. So lots of stitching to do, lots of embroidery to do. I know. Not enough hours in the day, right? So Lana, you're going to get some SF 101. That's a Shape Flex 101. If that's what you see it on Amazon. It's great. If you are going to be doing any satin stitching on your embroidery machine in any kind, that's a trick I learned from Kimberbell. So I got to tell you too, Kimberbell is giving us a wonderful Christmas kit. I can't remember what she said it was. I got a graphic from her. It's on the thing. I'm going to put out an email that's going to come out for my 1-year anniversary of the Stitchuation room. You guys, we've got some wonderful prizes. It's going to be on the 28th of August at 8 a.m. Central, about an hour or so. Maybe we might run a little bit longer. We're So Tights is giving away 2 sets for you long armors, 2 sets of magnums. These the big ones that you can use on your long arm. These ones, I got them all in here. I keep them in this little tote that Joan gave me. So 2 sets of magnums, 2 each 20. Kimberbell, $150 bundle of Christmas cuteness from Kimberbell. We have got, a company has come out with some crafting music, and everybody who wins is going to get a CD of this crafting music. It's available on Spotify too. So we're going to have so much. And Sewing Machines Plus is giving away a SE700, a Brother SE700 sewing and embroidery machine combo. We're going to give that away. And it's a little 4x4 machine, but it's perfect for travel. And then McQueeney Sewing in Tempe, Arizona is giving away the grand prize of a Scan and Cut 325 SDX 325 with luggage and a 24-inch scanning mat and a $100 gift card. So we have lots and lots of great stuff to give away. There's more to it than that as well. I've got embroidery designs from Vanessa from Fabric Confetti and just lots of goodies. So, and you will have lots of different hashtags. So if you're not an embroiderer, you can get quilter stuff too. Okay. And if you are an embroiderer, you can get those things. So we'll have lots of that. Where do I buy my glide thread? My glide thread, I get it from believe it or not, from Me Time, Machine Embroidery Time. You get a spool of glide in every one of those. I do buy it at all brands. Okay. When I'm there in person, they have a huge thing of it. And, you can get it usually I get them at brother dealers. So yeah, there's going to be the 28th is going to be a huge day to have done, morning stitching virtual retreats with you guys for a year, August 28th. Yeah. McQueen's has glide. Yeah. So let's see here. Oh yeah. Juju's giving away some designs as well. She's texting me. That's fine. It's going to be a crazy day. And then my vendors are going to pop in on the live with us. And thank you guys for being part of this as well. So it's going to be, I'm really looking forward to it. All right. So I'm starting a little bit late. I'm starting at 8 instead of 7 because I've got vendors that are coming, from the East Coast to the West that are going to be on there. And those West Coast vendors, 5 a.m. is a little early for them. But anyway, so yeah, it's going to be great. So anyway, I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe, like 10 giveaways in that 1 hour. That's huge. So yeah, Juju's going to be there too. Hit the thumbs up. We all love Designs by Juju, don't we? Yeah. Does DBJJ provide SVG files of their products? No, ma'am. Killian, they do not. But you can certainly go into Embrilliance and take the placement line and write, just click on the color chip and turn it into an SVG file. That way you know that it's going to be right. There are so many embroidery designs that you get. The only one I've found that are correct that includes them is Fabric Confetti. They're the only ones I've found that the cut files actually fit the embroidery design. Everything else is just a little bit off, a little small, a little too big, whatever. So they're embroidery companies, not graphic companies. So and there's nothing wrong with that. So it's been a great year watching. Oh yeah, that's great. You're watching while you're working. I hope you don't get in trouble. Don't want you getting in trouble. Yeah. Is Valerie going to be on with me? Yes, she is. She's going to be here the whole hour with me. I can't wait. She'll be running stuff back and forth, right? No, not really. Everything is being shipped from the vendors. But yeah, Keith's giving away a seam ripper too. Yeah, your choice of color, or he said he can make a mesquite out of Texas mesquite, probably something we've got here that came from our we had mesquite on our ranch. So Krista, I'm retired too. I don't know where my days go. Yeah, Valerie will be here. Cannot wait. That's going to be nice. So my phone keeps blowing up, you guys. I don't know what's going on here. So all right. Okay. No, you're not too late, Julie. So Julie's going to donate a $50 gift certificate to Designs by Juju. So how nice is that? Do you know how much stuff you would get with $50 from Designs by Juju? Oh my gosh. Every time you spend like $10, she includes like 15 freebies. So that's awesome. Very, very good. Lots and lots of stuff there. Yeah. So that was the Decraft. I'm glad you brought that up. That was the point. I wanted the vendors to be here and pop in so that you could see who it is that you support. I think that is so important that we, when you put a face to the name. So Julie's in here somewhere. Yeah, she's watching right now. I know she is. So now Killian, see, she says she has so much stuff from Juju and have yet to make something. Well, come on, girl, get something under the needle. What are you doing? Yeah. Hi, Alma. Glad you made it. What do you say, Alma? Coo or something like that? You've got something going on down there in New Zealand. Yep. Is Julie going to be on the cruise? Yes, she will. She will be on both cruises, to my understanding. To my understanding, yeah. We all love Designs by Juju. I didn't want to go on the second cruise, but I have FOMO, and that's FOMO, fear of missing out. So I don't want to have something happen on the second one that I wasn't aware of. So I'm going on the second one. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, Krista, that's great. That was the first place she found when she got into machine embroidery. So, yeah, and you don't have issues with it. And I actually started working with Juju when she didn't know who I was, and I was making videos on how to make her products. So I had made the little crossbody bag, and I had made the her notebook covers, and I have videos on that. And her longtime coworker Margie said, "Hey, have you seen this lady making your stuff?" And so that's what I cannot keep up with these comments, you guys. My goodness, yeah. So that's how we, she reached out to me and said, "Hey," or Margie did. There we go. That's just how we got together and started talking to one another. And I told her, I said, Julie, because she wasn't a quilter. And I said, you need to make these end-to-end quilting designs and incorporate that into your business. And it will be huge for you. It will be so big. So we spent weeks talking about what needed to be done and what embroiderers are looking for to be able to finish their quilts in their embroidery machine. And she came through like a champ. And now she has hundreds of end-to-end quilting designs. So for those of you that are quilters and you've got an embroidery arm and you're like, I don't know about this, I have a video on every one of her embroidery designs in the product descriptions in the end-to-end quilting that tell you step by step how to do that. So we can merge the worlds of quilting and embroidery together. A lot of you have got embroidery arms that you don't use. So, but that's just really neat. And after that, we became phone friends, and then we became friends in person. So I just love, yeah. Now the backdrops are very, very cool. The backdrops are also, what they do is she has many different sizes of backdrops, but they're all the same scale. So you can take a piece of sashing and you can take a block and do backdrops on them, and they're for finished sizes. So that's very cool. Then you, I don't take my arm off either. And we're talking about an embroidery arm, not this. Yeah, the backdrops are great. They are wonderful. So you can take other things. I just did something with a backdrop, didn't I? My brain. I just did something with a backdrop. So essentially the background quilting that Designs by Juju made for us for the Happy Halloween quilt is essentially backdrops. That's what they are, all the same scale, and you can put them in all of your blocks. But yeah, quiltery. Oh, I love that, Bernadette. Quiltery. I call it an applique, but yeah, no, that's the applique part of it. So yes, they're great to use in individual quilt blocks. They certainly are. Yeah. What was it? It was the video I was doing I was doing a video, yes, on prepping the fabric for this quilt. That's what I did. Okay. So the block, her largest backdrop is a 10 by 10, and the background fabric cut is 11 and a half square. So I used the 6 by, I used the 4 by 12 or 6 by 12, two of them. And I've just put them on the video. I did that to show you. Some of you want to do this quilt as you go, just like we did for Happy Halloween. I'm not doing quilt as you go on this one, but you can. And in the background fabric prep video for this quilt, I show you how to take two of her background backdrops and put them together close enough so it looks like all over background quilting. It's fantastic. Yeah. So she is in touch with all of us, Bonnie. I know. They're great. In Canvas, are there any free patterns to download? Yeah. Canvas has a load of free stuff. Right when you open it up, it's got all these little different things you can make. Tons and tons and tons. Tons and tons. Lots of free stuff. So, yep. You know, with my embroidery arm on, that's the reason I don't have any of that expensive koala fabric furniture. Because the big money part of the koala furniture is the hydraulics that go up and down, right? Well, you can't put it down if you got an embroidery arm on it. So that's why I use a flexi spot table. It's nice and sturdy and holds that thing, keeps it from shaking. So, all right. You opened yours and there's nothing free? Really? There's designs in there you can make. Lots and lots. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm on the online version, right? Make sure you're not using the downloaded one. Is the first cruise more quilting and the second one more machine embroidery? JB, the first cruise is going to be a lot like a quilt show where you can go to different rooms and sign up for different classes and see different things all cruise long. And the second one, I think, is going to be more like the traditional sew and sale with embroidery. I think so. So, Canvas is giving you fits. Yeah, Dee Dee, some people have trouble with that with their login. It's bad. So, all right, you guys, we're getting ready to do the giveaway. Last call for #PowerTools. All right, for a Starberry Jolly Bar. This is Starberry line by Corey Yoder. This is the fabric behind me. Okay, it comes with a pattern. And you just need to add some background fabric and you will have enough to make that quilt. Okay. This is courtesy of the Fat Quarter Shop. I want to thank Kim Jolly and the team at Fat Quarter Shop for sponsoring this giveaway for you guys. They are so, so nice. I just love the way they take care of me and you guys. I think I've got a giveaway from the Fat Quarter Shop as well coming. So we'll have some fabric also on the 28th. So let's do it now. Let me make sure all of these things are being collected. They are. We have 728 entries. Oh my goodness. Let's do it, you guys. US shipping only, please, because I'm footing the bill on that. All right, let's go and do our giveaway. So excited. Ready, set, go. Let's see who we got. I hate it when it jumps right past your name. I saw you, Bonnie. Sorry. Who is it? Evelyn. Guinan? Evelyn, congratulations, Evelyn. Yay. Good for you. Evelyn, send me your mailing address send me an email, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com. And my email is in the bottom of the description box, all the way down at the bottom. If you forget, I've got to contact me down there with my mailing address and my email and all of that. So congratulations, Evelyn. Lucky you. That's great. So thank you guys so much for spending your day with me, starting your day with me and spending the week with me. Okay. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I love you guys, every one of you. Please get something under the needle or get in your sewing room and put that pile away. You know which one I'm talking about.
Did I win?
No, baby, you didn't win. I'm sorry. Again. Yeah, not eligible to win, right?
Oh, that's right.
Power Tools with Thread employees and their family members are not eligible to win. All right, you guys, we will see you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. You guys go sew something. Bye.